My name is Sandra Luna. We were staying at the Rotary House because my son was diagnosed with acute myeloid leukemia back in March 2025. Yeah, we live 4.5 hours away, so there was no way we could drive back and forth, every day. Victor had to stay we were here for 7 months, and he had to stay in the hospital. Practically the whole time. He was only able to go out 2 times, a couple of times, but it was for only the longest he was out was 7 days. So, instead me having a place here, instead of going back home, we would just stay here because I was just worried, what if something goes wrong? We're so far from home, from his doctor, from the hospital. So we would just stay here and enjoy our time. If it fell on a weekend, dad and little sister would join. And so we wouldn't have to worry, about driving back, because it's just so far. And especially for him who was not feeling well, he was not up for the drive there and back. Plus, he couldn't believe what a beautiful little place, just perfect everything. I always tell him now, if I ever build a home, I want to build a little house just like that because it has everything we need. We ended up talking to one of the social workers at the hospital, and she mentioned to us the Rotary House. We had no idea that was something available to patients or their families. So when we heard about it and she told us it was available, it was such a big weight lifted off of our shoulders. Gave us so much relief just having a place, where we could go to sleep at night, or that we could be close by to him if anything happened. During his treatment, he wasn't able to eat well. So having a kitchen there with everything necessary, from pots and pans and spoons, everything was there. I was able to cook food that he liked because he was getting tired of the hospital food. His outpatient nurse was able to go see him there, draw labs to save him a trip to the cancer center. During the weekends when Dad was able to come visit, it was so nice for him and little sister to come see us and have a place to stay. That not having to worry to pay for the hotel, to go find a hotel. And to the ladies, I met a couple ladies that were there to do yard work. Well, once a month, I believe, and I went out there, talked to them there. I don't remember their names, but I keep them in my heart. I know one of them, or I'm not sure which one, also went through treatment and stuff for cancer, and I feel like they understand what we go through. They understand the feelings, the worries we go through. One of them being not having a place to stay. So it makes me feel closer to these persons because they know what we go through. They know, my heart was in such a sad, dark place because we didn't know what was going to happen. Nobody in my family had ever gone through cancer or cancer treatment. I'm eternally grateful. There was days where, it was, I needed to go home. I called it home. For that time, it was my home. It was a place to go cry, a place to go sleep, to try to rest for a little, to kind of get away from everything that was going on. This day, can't believe how people are out there willing to help others. Makes me want to help others as well, because it's just, I know the feeling of that, to be helped without knowing me, without knowing my family, without knowing if we would take care of the Rotary House or not, for trusting us. So it was just amazing. It was a blessing to us. It was a blessing, and we thank every single person that has anything to do with that, with helping us there. But it helped tremendously. It was, I don't know what we would have done, but it was so much help for us. We really, truly appreciate it from our hearts. And I'd like to tell other families that do stay there, to have faith, have lots of faith, and just bless these people, bless these persons that are there for us. Because even though it's such a dark moment, there is light at the end. I feel like there is light. I've been proven there is light, and there's people that care. There really is no words, Lynette, and we really do appreciate it so much from our hearts. I mean, if we could pull our hearts out and hand it to you guys, we really would.